So, day 2 of Route 66 with me, Kyle Harrison Pope. And this whole trip, I think, is going to be a big learning curve for me, even just in terms of traveling. Like yesterday, I came off of Route 66 quite a lot, and like I didn't have like an app or anything that like could keep you on it, because all of the, you know, like Google Maps and Waze, they just try and take you the quickest and most efficient way to get somewhere. So like it was very difficult to stay on the mother road, as it were. But now I bought an app that keeps you on it, like, or as much as it can, like the whole time. It's double the amount of time of driving, but I think that is worth it. So obviously that's more money, just more cash to spend on fuel, but you do see all of these towns and all of the beauty of those towns, and like they're all so proud of their little town, and I think that there's such a sweetness and a romance in that, and it's something that I'm kind of getting off on, really. Like I'm really quite pumped and buzzed about that, like just being on this road and then meeting all of these people that are just so wonderful. Like even today, when I was crossing over the bridge, like the old chain bridge for Chain Rocks, the bridge over Mississippi River from Illinois to Missouri. I met two guys there, Han and Andrew, just lovely guys, willing to chat, you know, so keen to know what my trip's about and what I'm doing. Like, been a terrific day so far, and we're not even at midday yet. I've just pulled off to have a look at this big fucking arch. I don't know how tall that is. It must be like a couple of 100 feet. And then this in front of me is the Mississippi River, which is crossing over the border between Illinois and Missouri. Today I'm staying in Springfield in Missouri, so stay tuned, see what's happening. One of the things I would encourage people to do, or not to do, if they're doing the same route as this, and doing a Route 66 journey, is it is quite tempting, if there's a landmark that you want to go to use the interstates to go to that landmark. But I've taken the scenic route today, which uses, you know, all of the old road, and it takes, you know, it's going to take me. I'm going to a town called Cuba in Missouri, and just have a look at the visitor center there, and then I'm going to get some food. And I could have just used the interstate highway to go the 57 miles that it is, and it would have only taken me 45 minutes on the interstate highway. But I went the scenic route, which is, you know, the proper old route that goes through all of the towns and all of the old like wilderness. And I think part of the charm of Route 66 is that there is kind of decay. Like there's old battered buildings that, you know, on the app you'll think that you're coming up to a cafe and it's just boarded up and sort of rotting away. And just went past Sunset Motel, which is another little landmark on Route 66, and like the signs for it just haven't been renovated clearly in, you know, 60 odd years, and that really is part of the charm of it, and, you know, the history of it and the dwindling history of it, although it is having a renaissance at the moment. So I'm about 20 miles outside of Cuba in Missouri. This is Springfield Road. I think this location is indicative of what Route 66 now is. So this is Jesse James Museum, an antique store that was shut, and then an old antique toy museum which is now boarded up and no longer open for business. And if you have a look at this road here, this is Route 66, and then you can see the interstate highways just flying off by over the road. And there is like a certain kind of tinge of sadness to it all, but also a beauty and a romance to it, which is I don't know. I'm not really sure how to feel about it. Toy Truck Museum. I'd have loved to have bought one of those for my nephew. Unfortunately not. But it's just fascinating and moving, even just like being here, like having the juxtaposition of these interstate highways with all these things flying by and missing all of these gems